Today, I am making a crazy claim. I think that Reddit will be the biggest social media app in the world, and its meteoric rise over the past few years will only continue. With the rise of AI search results, the distrust in large news networks, and a new generation of chronically online, internet-savvy individuals, Reddit is poised to be the next big thing, rivaling Facebook, TikTok, Facebook 2, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook 3. But enough grandeur, let's get into it. So I think I'm finally brave enough to say it. Reddit is my favorite social media app, and it's not even fucking close. What I once saw only 5 years ago as the app of neckbeards, nerds, and basement dwellers, I now see as the social media app of the future. Now, hopefully that is the result of Reddit changing and not just me becoming more of a nerdy, basement inhabiting neckbeard. But by the end of this video, I think you will agree that Reddit will become the app of the future. But before we do that, I need to catch the uninitiated up to speed. I promise this will be quick. What is Reddit? Reddit is a social media website and app that hosts millions of communities made up of forum posts, which as I say it out loud sounds terribly boring and overly complicated, which is probably what turned me off from it 5 years ago. But when you get down to using it, it behaves very similarly to other social media apps, with a main feed that is filled not with people, but with communities that you are interested in. Reddit is unique in a lot of different ways, but I will get into these reasons more later into the video. But for now, let's talk about AI.
When all of these tools come together, it's a powerful combination.
With the rise of AI search results, mainly through Google and I guess Edge, people have become discontent and distrustful of the accuracy of their search results. This has led to the rise in the add the word Reddit to the end of your query method, or as I like to call it, atwerteoyqua. Now, if you are not chronically online like me, this is a method used by many when you are asking a question that a typical search query can't find a proper answer to. Even prior to the AI revolution, I've been adding Reddit to the end of my search at least once a day, mostly to avoid having to go through an ad-riddled news article, or an ad-riddled recipe, or an ad-riddled... You get the point. It's also the easiest way to get a specific answer to your question from somebody who sounds like an expert. Who's to say if they really are? I have used this to find parking in Vancouver, to know if I can eat this berry, to find why my truck is making that sound, how to make kombucha, fix a bike. Now, some of these sound like niche use cases, but since the rise of AI answers from the likes of Gemini or ChatGPT that can sometimes just be flat out wrong, I find myself looking more and more towards Reddit because I know at least there's a human on the other end of my query. Now, that being said, just because there are real people responding to your questions, that doesn't necessarily mean they are more accurate. But in a world where you can't get a real person to tell you or help you in any way, it's nice to read a comment from an actual person. And while helpful in the moment, this can also serve as a launching point for people to get involved in the app and explore its other features. There is a widespread apathy towards AI and a distrust in its new features. And this apathy will only grow as AI grows, which doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. People don't trust the news like they used to. Now, there are a lot of reasons for why this is true, from Orange Man Bad to the erosion of institutional trust made possible through algorithms and the digitization of our entire lives. But no matter what it is, Reddit operates as a real alternative to the lamestream media in the same way that it does with AI. You think to yourself, I want to hear what the people are saying. And Reddit comes out of your backpack like the map in Dora the Explorer. Now, again, it's important to re-emphasize here that in no world is Reddit more accurate than mainstream media. in 99.9999999% of cases. But now, since we live in a vibe-based economy and vote based on the vibes instead of the policies of candidates, we also prefer to get our news from a group of real, normal people which we trust, instead of a career journalist who reports under some big organization.
I'd also be remiss not to mention the fact that since Elon Musk has taken over X and the site has begun to have a completely overtly right-wing tilt, Reddit has been seen as an alternative, and Reddit is definitely a safe haven to liberals and leftists, and definitely has a left-wing tilt.
Reddit fares better when its competition absolutely sucks. In the pursuit of attention and watch time, Instagram and Facebook have lost what made their platforms truly unique, being the one and only location to connect with all of your friends and family. I have now made several videos about algorithms, and since I don't want to be a one-trick pony here, I'll make this point really quickly. Instagram and Facebook, since like forever, have always been the premier social media app to connect with friends and family members. Other apps would come and go, some for best friends only, some for entertainment, some for disappearing photos. But Instagram and Facebook were for friends and family because that's where everyone was, and that's the content that Facebook showed to its users. Now, in the past 5 years, Meta has deliberately made the choice through algorithms and new features to make it harder to see your friends and family's posts in pretty much every possible way. Simply put, Instagram has incinerated its features that build community in favor of profit by keeping people on the app longer with unmemorable, entertaining garbage. But why, you may ask? How? Who? What? When? Where? If you're interested in this topic, check out my other videos on this, because I think that this decision that Meta has made is actually one of the most pivotal things to happen in the last 10+ years. But the point is that in an online landscape devoid of friends and family, Reddit, an app built on the back of small communities, thrives. Meta's blunder benefits Reddit not only because it's another competitor proverbially biting the dust, but it's also because Reddit has always been positioned as the next best thing to a social media app. While it's not your actual close friends on the app, it's an app built on the idea of community. I don't think that Reddit will ever replace what Instagram once was, as a place where you see what your friends are up to. Nor do I think that it wants to. And if I have to be really honest, I think that that era of social media has come and gone. But there is a sense of community to be found in a subreddit that is really missing, especially on Instagram now. I am in the artist JPEG Mafia's subreddit, for example, and it's cool to not only see new pictures, snippets, and music from this artist that me and this group of people all care about, but the subreddit itself also has its own character and personality traits, commenting sometimes on politics, on other artists, making jokes. It's, how do you say, a community. Meanwhile, my old community app has become a TikTok clone. At this point, Instagram is more of an entertainment app than a social media app. So to me, Reddit already may be the de facto biggest social media app in the world. But Reddit is not perfect, and definitely has the potential to get much worse. A year ago, they stopped having an open source API, which allowed different people to curate their own Reddit to look and feel unique to them. They also became a publicly traded company about a year ago, so it's only a matter of time before investors start pressuring them to ramp up their money making to increase shareholder value at the expense of the user experience. But I have hope for Reddit in its current state. It's an app that brings people together, and I think that's cool. I don't feel as shitty using it as I do with other apps. I like the upvote downvote system. I wish other sites would use it as well. When I use the app, I feel like I'm in control of my feed, not the other way around. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like the video, please, dear God, please. And I'll see you again in a few weeks. Bye.